You've been told time and time again, the more expensive the tool, the better it works. That's the assumption most of us make in every hardware aisle. But here's the truth, it's not true. Home Depot hides 10 items that aren't just good. They destroy the expensive brands you've been overpaying for. These aren't knockoffs or gimmicks. They're smarter, tougher, and shockingly affordable. In this video, we're exposing every one of them. By the end, the way you shop for tools and the money you spend will never be the same. And it all starts with the tool set that quietly dominates every premium brand on the market. The humble titan, Husky Mechanics Tool Set. When you think of a premium tool set, your mind immediately jumps to flashy brands with high price tags, the kind that makes your wallet wince. You assume that the sticker price guarantees quality, but most of those sets, they come with a lot of hype and a lot of disappointment. Enter the Husky Mechanics Tool Set. At first glance, it doesn't scream luxury. There's no gold plating, no aggressive marketing, no look at me packaging, just a clean, organized case filled with a full arsenal of tools, ready to handle every job you throw at it. You might be thinking, sure, it's cheap, but does it really hold up? That's the moment most people quit. They never imagine a Home Depot brand could rival, let alone outperform, the tools that cost double, triple, or even 5 times as much. Here's the shocking part. Each socket, ratchet, and wrench in this set is built with precision and durability that would make a high-end competitor blush. It doesn't just compete, it dominates. And the lifetime warranty? That's the cherry on top. If one piece ever fails, Husky replaces it without questions, without hassle. Imagine having a 300-piece mechanics set at your fingertips, every tool perfectly organized, every piece reliable under real pressure, and all for a fraction of the cost of the brands you thought were untouchable. That's the Husky Mechanics Tool Set, the underdog that quietly destroys the expensive competition. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see the next item. A budget miracle that will make you question why anyone ever buys brand-name power tools. The Powerhouse drill that laughs at DeWalt. Everyone assumes that when it comes to drills, DeWalt or Milwaukee are the only options worth a second glance. Bright yellow, flashy labels, top-shelf prices. The marketing convinces you that anything cheaper is junk. But here's the secret. Home Depot's 20-volt max drill doesn't just compete. It shocks the competition. At first, it looks unassuming. Compact, sleek, but without the bling. You'd think, sure, it's a basic drill. It might last through a few light jobs. That's where you're dead wrong. This drill comes with torque control, a long-lasting battery, and a weight that makes extended use effortless. It doesn't tire you out halfway through a project like the expensive alternatives sometimes do. Here's the kicker. In tests that would make any DIYer sweat, this drill performs as if it came from a premium brand lab. Wood, metal, plastic. It chews through all of it without hesitation. And for a fraction of the cost, you're basically stealing performance from tools that cost nearly double. The lifetime warranty and easy access to replacement parts mean you're not just saving money today, you're set for years of flawless service. This isn't just value, it's a statement. The fancy logo on the box doesn't make the tool better. The engineering does. By the end of this one, you'll be reconsidering every time you've paid extra for a brand name. And the next item? It's a garage game changer. A seemingly tiny tool that will make you wonder how you ever survived without it. The Garage Game Changer, Husky Rolling Tool Bag. You've seen the flashy, rigid toolboxes with endless compartments, and you probably assumed that mobility equals compromise. After all, how could a rolling bag from Home Depot compete with those $300, $400 premium boxes? That's where the Husky Rolling Tool Bag comes in. At first glance, it looks simple. Durable fabric, a retractable handle, and heavy-duty wheels. But here's where it blows expectations out of the water. This bag isn't just portable, it's built for battle. Oversized pockets hold power tools, hand tools, and every accessory you'll ever need, while reinforced stitching and tough zippers laugh at overstuffed loads. Most people would assume that rolling a bag over gravel or a garage floor would shred it in months. Not this one. It glides, it endures, and it keeps your tools perfectly organized. You'll start asking yourself why you ever wrestled with a rigid box, or worse, spent 4 times as much on a premium model. And the real magic? It's versatile. Need to pack it for a job site? Done. Rolling through tight hallways, smooth, heavy-duty garage work? No problem. This is one of those rare products where function meets affordability, and it doesn't just match the expensive brands, it outsmarts them. And just when you think you've seen everything, wait until we uncover the next item, a power tool accessory so cheap yet essential, it will make you question why premium brands ever charged more. The Silent Assassin, Ryobi Wet Dry Vacuum. Everyone assumes that to clean up serious messes in the garage or workshop, you need a top-of-the-line, expensive wet-dry vacuum. The ones with the brand name plastered on the side, selling for 3, 4, even 5 times the price of a Home Depot option. But here's the truth. Ryobi's wet-dry vacuum doesn't just clean, it dominates. At first, it looks like a standard, unassuming shop vac. Compact, practical, nothing flashy. Most people would walk past it thinking, it's probably okay for light jobs. That's the mistake. This vacuum is a monster in disguise. It handles sawdust, spilled liquids, metal shavings, basically anything you throw at it, without hesitation or loss of suction. And it's quiet. That's right. While premium vacuums roar like a jet engine, the Ryobi hums smoothly, giving you full control without waking the neighbors or scaring the dog. It's powerful, precise, and perfectly portable. Attachments are included that make corner cleaning effortless, and the versatility is mind-blowing. But the real kicker? The price. For less than half of what you'd pay for a name-brand vacuum, you're getting equal or superior performance, backed by Ryobi's legendary reliability. It's the tool that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about value and quality. And if you thought a vacuum couldn't be exciting, wait until we reveal the next item, a lighting tool that turns any dim workspace into a high-end studio. The Spotlight Savior, Husky, pivoting LED, work light. Most people assume a good work light has to cost a fortune. You picture the massive, bulky lights sold by expensive brands, and you convince yourself that cheap lights mean weak beams and short lifespans. That assumption? Completely wrong. Enter the Husky Pivoting LED Work Light. At first glance, it's compact, sleek, and unpretentious, but don't let its size fool you. This light throws a beam so bright, it rivals some of the priciest options on the market. With pivoting capability and multiple power sources, rechargeable battery or AA batteries, it's insanely versatile. Imagine working in a dimly lit garage, under a car, or in a tight attic space. Most lights leave shadows, blind spots, or weak illumination. Not this one. It pivots, tilts, and floods the space with bright, clear, shadow-free light, transforming any workspace into a professional-grade environment. The magnetic back and sturdy kickstand mean it sticks anywhere and shines exactly where you need it, freeing your hands for tools, wrenches, or precision work. And here's the kicker. The battery life is surprisingly long. You don't need to keep swapping batteries or worrying about mid-project blackouts like you do with some high-priced premium lights. And let's be real, the price is almost criminal. Expensive brands charge triple, sometimes quadruple, for similar performance. The Husky Pivoting LED isn't just a bargain. It's a tool that exposes how overpriced the competition really is. If you're already thinking about upgrading your workspace, this is your moment. Hit that like button if you're learning that you don't have to spend a fortune to get professional-grade tools. Trust me, the next items will make you rethink everything you've spent on brands in the past. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Coming up next, we'll reveal a tool that is almost magical in its utility, and it will make every high-priced alternative look downright silly. The Silent Strength, Ryobi 18-volt drill, driver combo. You've been tricked into thinking that only top-tier expensive drills can handle serious work. Maybe you've spent hundreds on a premium brand, convinced that cheaper drills are flimsy, weak, and destined to fail. That's the illusion you've been fed, and it's time someone shattered it. The Ryobi 18-volt drill driver combo looks approachable, even modest, sitting there in the display. Light in weight, compact, unassuming. But as soon as your hands wrap around it, and you pull the trigger for the first time, everything you assumed about value and performance starts to crumble. This is power disguised as simplicity, and it works like a drill 10 times its price. Picture this: dense hardwood boards, a tricky angle in a tight corner, screws that seem to resist your every effort. Most drills would whine, stall, or overheat. This Ryobi? It glides through the work with smooth, consistent torque. No jamming, no burnout, no fuss. It feels balanced in your hand, perfectly weighted to give control without fatigue. And the battery life, it lasts longer than most premium competitors, giving you uninterrupted focus on the job instead of fumbling for the charger mid-project. Every accessory you need comes with it: 2 high-capacity batteries, a rapid charger, and multiple precision drivers. That means you can go from furniture assembly to home renovation without ever pausing to hunt for tools. And let's be honest, when your expensive drill starts lagging or overheating, this Ryobi is still spinning like a workhorse, quietly proving you don't need to pay hundreds to get pro-level results. The tension here is palpable. Imagine the moment you realize that the high-end drill sitting in your toolbox doesn't outperform this Ryobi in any meaningful way. Slower, heavier, less reliable. That moment of ego-crushing realization, that's when you start to see the expensive brands for what they really are: overpriced status symbols, not performance guarantees. And here's the payoff. The Ryobi combo isn't just a bargain, it's a revelation, a tool that performs like a premium model, feels professional in every way, and costs a fraction of what you thought was necessary. It's proof that smart choices beat blind loyalty every single time. Before we move on, if you're starting to rethink what premium really means, hit that like button, because the next item will completely flip your understanding of power tools and convenience. Up next, a little-known Home Depot secret that delivers precision, durability, and versatility in one small package, leaving even the priciest brands scrambling to compete. Light like magic. Husky Rechargeable Utility. Lights. You've been tricked. You've been trained to believe that professional lighting costs hundreds, maybe even over $1,000 for a setup that actually works. That anything cheap will fail. Flicker, die unexpectedly, leave you fumbling in the dark at the exact moment you need light the most. That assumption? Completely wrong. The expensive brands have been selling you fear disguised as quality, and it's time someone exposed the truth. Home Depot's Husky Rechargeable Utility Lights are proof. At first glance, you might underestimate them. They're compact, sleek, almost unassuming. But hold one in your hand, and suddenly you're holding power, precision, and ingenuity all wrapped into a single tool. These lights deliver up to 1,800 lumens, enough to make a dim basement feel like a fully lit workshop. And it's not just raw brightness, it's even focused, professional-grade illumination that doesn't cast shadows where you don't want them. Now, think about the last time you struggled with an overpriced light. Maybe it's bulky. Maybe it topples at the worst possible moment. Maybe the batteries die mid-project, forcing you to waste precious time hunting for replacements. The Husky utility lights solve all of that. Magnetic, with a sturdy kickstand, able to hang, stand, or attach to metal surfaces, and built to withstand rain, dust, and just about any abuse your workshop or garage can throw at it. Every single time. No flickering, no whining, no drama. They're smart too. USB-C rechargeable, weather-resistant, compact enough to carry anywhere. And the battery life? Long enough to power through multiple projects without interruption. Every time you reach for this light, it performs flawlessly, making expensive brands look clunky, fragile, and overrated. The payoff is as shocking as it is satisfying. These lights aren't just good for the price. They are better than premium brands in practically every way that matters: brightness, flexibility, durability, and ease of use. You're holding value, innovation, and reliability in the palm of your hand. For a fraction of the price, you've been conditioned to believe you needed to pay. And here's the kicker: this isn't a one-off. Home Depot's Husky line proves a pattern. You can get professional-grade performance without emptying your wallet, making the so-called premium brands look like nothing more than status symbols designed to drain your bank account while delivering less. Retention hook. If you thought a light could change the game, wait until you see the next item: a simple, overlooked tool that redefines how you store, protect, and access your tools, making even the priciest organizational systems look laughable. The Tool Guardian, rolling tool bags. Everyone assumes that only a premium tool bag can store and transport your gear safely and efficiently. That assumption, completely wrong. Expensive brands promise durability, perfect organization, and effortless mobility, yet far too often they deliver the opposite. Bulky, rigid designs that strain your back, zippers that tear under the weight of a single power drill, handles that bend, and wheels that jam the moment you need them most. You've been sold style over substance, paying extra for a name that rarely lives up to the hype. Now, imagine rolling a Home Depot, Milwaukee, or Ryobi tool bag across your shop floor for the first time. The difference is immediate, almost shocking. The handle glides smoothly in and out, the wheels spin effortlessly over concrete or carpet, and the bag itself moves with a fluidity that makes even the heaviest loads feel light. Every compartment, every reinforced seam, every strap has been engineered to cradle your tools, from hammers and ratchets to drills and impact wrenches, without sagging or tipping. There's no awkward balancing act, no collapsing sides, no frustrated grunting as you wrestle with a bag that isn't up to the task. The tension builds when you start comparing it to the so-called premium alternatives. Think about the last time a bag tipped over mid-haul, scattering tools across the floor. Or when a zipper ripped open, threatening to dump your hard-earned investments. Or when a handle finally gave out after a single weekend project. None of that happens here. These rolling tool bags are a fortress for your tools, designed for longevity, convenience, and sheer reliability. They don't just hold your gear, they protect it, organize it, and move it exactly where you need it, every single time. The payoff hits hard. These tool bags deliver professional-level performance at a fraction of the price you'd expect. While premium brands charge for prestige and fancy labels, Home Depot's options prove that true value isn't about logos or luxury. It's about performance you can feel the moment you touch it. Your tools are safer, your back is happier, and your wallet stays intact. Suddenly, all those overpriced competitors look almost frivolous, relics of a time when we were willing to overpay for promises that never materialized. Think you've seen the best in tool mobility and storage? Wait until the next item. A power tool so versatile, so smart, it makes even legendary brands look like mere toys in comparison. The master of clean, wet-dry vacuums that outperform. Most people think that high-end vacuums are the only way to get a clean garage, workshop, or job site. That assumption? Totally backward. Those expensive brands promise power, longevity, and versatility, but more often than not, they deliver noise, clogs, and accessories that barely fit together. You're paying hundreds of dollars for frustration disguised as performance. Then comes Home Depot's Ryobi and ShopVac wet-dry vacuums. The first time you fire one up, the difference is staggering. The suction is relentless, capable of picking up sawdust, metal shavings, spilled liquids, and everything in between without losing power. The accessories, thoughtfully designed, easy to swap, and built to last. The tank holds more than enough for a full cleanup, so you're not constantly emptying and refilling. And the motor? surprisingly quiet for the level of performance it delivers. Suddenly, that top-tier brand you spent double on feels like a toy in comparison. Tension rises when you compare the experience side by side. The pricey competitors often struggle with heavy loads, clog mid-job, and make you regret every penny. Meanwhile, the Home Depot vacuum glides through the mess, adapting effortlessly to any challenge. Wet spills, dusty corners, tight crevices. It handles them all without breaking a sweat. Its power and reliability delivered in a package that doesn't scream overpriced. The payoff is undeniable. These vacuums redefine what it means to clean professionally without paying the absurd premiums. They're not just tools, they're workhorses, built for the grind and ready to outlast the fancier brands that claim superiority. You get real-world performance, not marketing hype, proving once again that sometimes the best choice isn't the one with the higher sticker price. Think you've seen power and versatility? Next, we're diving into a tool that cuts, sands, and polishes like a dream, and makes even legendary brands look like they're standing still. The ultimate multitasker, oscillating tools that obliterate premium brands. Here's where most people get it all wrong. You've been told that only a high-priced oscillating tool can sand, cut, scrape, and detail like a professional. That assumption completely shattered by Home Depot's Ryobi and Milwaukee options. Expensive brands often charge for aesthetics and brand prestige, leaving you with tools that overheat, vibrate uncontrollably, or need batteries replaced mid-job. Now, picture this. You grab a Ryobi 20-volt oscillating multi-tool from Home Depot. The first cut through wood, metal, or even grout feels surgical. The blades stay sharp longer than you'd expect. The vibration? Minimal, letting you work for hours without your hands cramping or wrists screaming for mercy. The speed control is precise, letting you adjust effortlessly for delicate finishing or aggressive cutting. Accessories snap on and off with ease, and the whole system feels like it was engineered by someone who actually uses tools every day, not a marketing department. Tension builds when you stack it against the so-called premium alternatives. How many times have you paid top dollar only to find yourself frustrated with a tool that struggles on thick plywood, chews through blades, or overheats during basic tasks? You've been conditioned to think higher cost equals higher performance. These oscillating tools turn that belief on its head. The payoff is undeniable. Home Depot's oscillating tools give you professional-grade versatility at a fraction of the cost. They cut, sand, scrape, and detail like the best in the business without demanding an arm and a leg. Suddenly, the name brand tool you've been idolizing looks clunky, overpriced, and frankly unnecessary. Real-world performance doesn't care about logos. It cares about results, and these tools deliver again and again. Think power, versatility, and precision can't get any better. You're about to discover the final item, a tool so shockingly efficient it will make you question every purchase you've ever made. From precision screwdrivers to heavy-duty wet-dry vacuums. Home Depot's selection proves one undeniable truth. You do not need to pay a fortune to dominate any project. Every item we explored today delivers reliability, durability, and performance that rivals or even surpasses the legendary brands you've been worshipping. The handle retracts smoothly, the suction never quits, the blades cut like butter, and the storage solutions hold up under the harshest demands. You're getting expert-level results without the expert-level price tag. The twist is this. All those years of overpaying weren't about quality. They were about perception. You were conditioned to associate cost with capability, when in reality, Home Depot has quietly engineered tools that quietly outperform the luxury alternatives. Your ego might be bruised, your wallet is intact, and your projects, they're about to get faster, cleaner, and more satisfying than ever. So, the next time someone tells you a tool isn't good enough unless it costs $300, remember this: real performance doesn't come with a fancy logo. It comes with Home Depot-approved engineering, tested in the trenches, priced for the people who actually work with their hands. Now, here's the kicker. You've seen 10 items today that make the high-end brands look absurd. But Home Depot doesn't stop here. Imagine combining these tools in your shop or garage. Every project tackled with precision, speed, and efficiency, while still saving thousands of dollars. That's not theory, that's reality. And it's waiting for you right down the aisle. If this opened your eyes, don't just sit there. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Because the next time someone boasts about their overpriced tool collection, you'll be the one smiling, armed with knowledge and tools that truly dominate.